So more than half the people in this country living below the poverty line are women. And when you break it down to women of color, the statistics are even more staggering.
That's why we love our next guest's mission. She provides women here in New York opportunities in fashion. Everything from basic training to fostering new businesses. She's what we call a rad human.
From Custom Collaborative, let's welcome Ngozi. Okay, so tell us more about Custom Collaborative and the mission and how it helps.
Sure. Custom Collaborative exists to provide opportunity for low and no income women to start careers and businesses in sustainable fashion. We work with women who are from more than 30 different countries, all here in New York. We recruit through 200 partners, and we're just really excited to help people start their lives and their careers doing something that will give them economic security. You know, 94% of the women who work with us end up having jobs and businesses shortly after they graduate, and so we're just really proud of them and proud to be part of their story.
Incredible. The artistry of fashion, I think it helps everybody just be so inspired, and to learn such a craft and a skill and to run the fashion business is a beautiful endeavor. But I want to know where this all came from. How did you start?
I was getting married, and my dad came from Nigeria and brought me some fabric, and I was just like, oh, this fabric will be really great. I need some dresses for my honeymoon. Meanwhile, I was getting married like a week later. So my sister and I walked on the streets in Harlem and walked past a beauty salon. There was a sewing machine in the window. We went in and talked to the designer, and she ended up making 3 really great dresses for me within 5 days. And then from there, like, I like to...
Wow. And so you had beautiful honeymoon outfits.
I had beautiful honeymoon outfits in Greece, courtesy of Mariama.
And this sort of sparked that idea.
Exactly.
And so how did it go from an idea to actually action or bringing it to fruition?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I frequently ask myself that. Really, it was about me talking to a friend about this idea, coming up with the thought of, okay, there's so many women who want clothes that fit and affirm their bodies and make them feel good about how they're presenting themselves, and there's so many people who could learn that skill or who have skill, and just connecting them. And so I started writing down some ideas and talking to this friend of mine, and at one point she said, is this gonna be another one of your great ideas, or are you gonna actually do something about it?
And you're like, okay, I am gonna do something about it.
I will show you.
That's exactly what it was, like, I will show you. But I a few years ago saw this quote, and it was by Abraham Lincoln. And he said, I am a success because I had a friend who believed in me and I couldn't disappoint him. Oh, so that's
beautiful. Yeah, we need to use that. We need to write that down ourselves.
Yeah.
But I know you have several programs. Can you tell us about the Training Institute?
Sure. The Training Institute is our foundational program. So it's a 15-week, 30-hour-per-week program. Women learn to design, sew, and sell sustainable fashion. Wow. So they learn different textiles. They learn how to make patterns. Folks learn business topics, so like negotiation, marketing, all the different things. The program is free to them. It's stipended, so we provide them money so they can help live their lives while they're going through this.
And they're learning so many different parts of the trade to then find what they're most passionate about.
Exactly. And it's fashion is an industry that's hard to get into, so they're developing networks at the same time. We offer different workshops, classes, we do some sampling, do some business consulting, and then worker cooperative development is something that we do so we can help people start businesses in community with others, so people are like co-owners of a business.
Well, you really showed your friend and made your friend proud. And you're like, and here's a dress as well to show for it.
Our next guest started with Custom Collaborative in their training program. Now she has her own fashion brand. Let's please welcome the founder of 4 Cees, Jeanice. Fashion's kind of always been your thing. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes, it has. Growing up in Harlem, it truly just shaped my identity and my love for fashion, and everything that I wore, it had to be expressive and, all about creativity. And then from there, I went to college and I studied fashion merchandising. And after that, I had my daughter, and so I left school because it was not enough support where I was. So I went back home, and when I went back home, I just was present in motherhood, and I didn't know what was next. And then I discovered Custom Collaborative through a friend that worked in an art gallery. So I applied, and I got accepted, and then from there, I just went on this new journey, and it was scary at first, but it was something that it changed my life forever.
So what was the training program like?
So it was a new experience. So it was unlike a university, it was more intimate. So it felt safer there, but it was something that just, took a little time to get used to. The learning about fabric, learning about textiles, learning about designing, sewing, and it just it felt a little intense, but the women that I was in the room with made it feel like community and more of a sisterhood, and so I really appreciated that. And then from there, I decided to design one-of-one pieces, and then I started my own collection, and I came back to Custom Collaborative to mentor some of the women, so it's been quite a journey.
Oh, it's full circle.
Yeah,
I love
that. And now you have a line inspired by your time with Custom Collaborative. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so the name of my contemporary luxury brand is called FOUR CEES, and the 4 C's are create, clean, clear, and conscious. It's a philosophy, it's a way of living, and it's more about how you feel and less about what you look like. So fashion can start off with everything externally, but my brand focuses on the internal. The names of the bags being affirmations. We're pouring into you as you buy into us. So we really, really want to uplift our consumer. And so it's been really
love that.
great.
I love that that's...
This is them,
Yeah, these are
right?
bags.
Can I?
Of course.
this
how
one's
cute.
mine.
I think the little top handle.
You can take
Fine,
that one.
I'll have this one. They're adorable.
They're so cute, but I love what you said about that because the older I get, I feel like I'm not really dressing for anyone else,
Yes.
but it's how I feel, how it makes me
Yes,
feel,
exactly.
the personality I want to be that day as a Gemini, just.
I'm just over here shopping. You guys talk.
And it kind of look at the little
Right.
green.
Yeah.
Green's my lucky
contrast.
color,
Yes,
so
I can tell.
Oh my God, these
Okay.
are, these are beautiful. Okay,
So cute.
Amazing.
So you have something to say, I heard, to Ngozi.
So I just want to say thank you. I want to give you your flowers in person because you inspire so many women. Just looking to see how we started off in a church and then we went to a small studio and now we're in the garment district. You just are a trailblazer. And sometimes you have it all together and you make it look easy. But you've done so much for us and I'm so, so, so grateful. I'm truly.
You go with me.
You are genuinely, as you just heard, changing people's lives. So all that hard work has paid off. Thank you.
We admire you so much for what you've done and for your journey that you've created for yourself. That's wonderful and tremendous. So we applaud both of you.
Okay, so I have a little bit more to tell you, maybe a bit of a surprise. So Anne Klein is committed to uplifting and empowering women through meaningful action. To support Custom Collaborative Inc. and its mission, they're donating $5,000.